back door, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker, and found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Little right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Tom Milano broadcasting live from Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. We're down to the final 4 teams of the Section 8A girls basketball tournament. The Fosston Greyhounds take on the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers for a trip to Friday night's championship game. And we welcome you to the Solely Realty and Bitker Inc. pregame show. Solely Realty serving the Fosston and surrounding area since 1968 with top-notch real estate service, Solely Realty in Fosston. And tonight's pregame show also brought to you by Bitker Inc. Well, these two teams did play each other not that long ago, February 21st. In fact, it was the last regular season game for the Greyhounds, and they came out on top 64-51. Cass Lake-Bena coming off, in some people's minds, a surprising win over Kellier Northome. I don't think they found it that surprising, but when you consider the two played each other late in the regular season in what was the Panthers' regular season finale, and Kellier Northome won by 45 points, you couldn't be blamed for thinking, well, Kellier Northome would win rather easily, but that was not the case, as the Panthers shocked the number 1 seed, Kellier Northome. Meanwhile, the Greyhounds had their hands full as usual with the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. Seemed like the Greyhounds had the game in hand, and then Fertile Beltrami got to within 1 point, but they wouldn't score for the rest of the game. And the Greyhounds went on to win to make it to tonight's semifinal game. We'll be back with our pregame coaches' comments and more when the Solely Realty and Bitker Inc. pregame show continues here on KKCQ and your live event.
Start today to download the American Federal mobile banking app. To learn more about American Federal's mobile deposit, stop in and visit us at American Federal Bank in Ada, member FDIC.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Founded upon our Benedictine heritage of prayer and work, Sacred Heart Catholic School promotes faith in Jesus Christ, educates youth, and ministers to all. At Sacred Heart, it's not just about education, but about the formation of the person, mind, body, and soul. By living each day the Eagle Way, today's students will become tomorrow's leaders. To learn more about the Sacred Heart School or to view activity schedules, teachers' pages, and more, visit sacredheartegf.net.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an IRE Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at ireins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
When you're going out to play this winter, do it in Ada. Ada has an ice skating rink, snowmobiling, snowshoe and cross-country ski trails. And stop in Ada on your way to and from any other activities. Meet your friends, have a bite to eat. Or if you're in the mood for a swim and not quite ready for a polar plunge, swim with family and friends at the indoor pool at the Deco Center. Ada also has its event center ready to host meetings or family events. Welcome to Ada, alive and thriving.
11. So getting set for what should be a great matchup here. Big night of basketball. The two winners will come back here to play on Friday night, and a trip to the state basketball tournament on the line. Badger Greenbush Middle River and Goodridge Grigla will follow this game. We'll also have that one here on 96.7 FM and your live event. Let's get to our pregame coaches' comments. They're brought to you by the Border Bank in Clearbrook, and here's Kelly Beacon, head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds.
Coach Kelly Beacon joining us on our Foley Realty pregame show as the Greyhounds prepare to take on Lake-Bena, a team you played once during the regular season, but at the tail end, the real tail end of the season.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. It was our last game of the year. It was over at their house. A very tough game. It was kind of back and forth. Very good team, very well coached. They've got a lot of experience at playing at the Ralph, so we'll have our hands full tonight again.
Some people were real surprised they knocked Kelly or Northam off, especially considering the fact Kelly or Northam beat them by 45 points late in the regular season. But I think when you break it down, it wasn't maybe as big of a surprise as people think.
You know, I thought, honestly, going in that it would be a close competitive game. I know they had played just previously, and like you said, Northam won big, but that game, Fine Day got in foul trouble right away. It was a game that, as far as standings or seedings go, really didn't matter. So I wasn't surprised that Cass Lake came and played well, especially with the experience that they have, and they're very well-coached team. You know, they threw some different defenses at Northam that maybe surprised them and they weren't prepared for, and it just kind of snowballed on them.
Yeah, and perhaps that experience you were talking about played a role too, because it was a pretty new experience, especially for those real young Kelly or Northam players.
It was. You know, they're a very young team, and you got to give Cass Lake a lot of credit, because there were several times during the game where they would build the lead up, 5 points, 7 points, and then next thing you know, Northam had it down to a tied ball game and even took the lead once or twice. And Cass Lake kept their composure, and I was really impressed with how disciplined they were running their offense. They ran their offense until they got the shot they wanted.
Your game with Fertile Beltrami, you had to hold off a furious rally there. Brooklyn Strim started going crazy with the three-pointers, and they get to within 1 point. But then you held them scoreless for the rest of the game. You ended on a 9-0 run, but that was a nice, tough win.
You know, that was a game of runs by both teams. We started the game out, and Kinsley DePong really played well to begin with and hit some big shots for us, and we got a lead, and then they chipped away at it. And actually got up by a few points, if I remember right. And at halftime, it was a tie ball game, 20-20. We made some adjustments at halftime, and we came out and had a nice run to start the second half. And then give Fertile credit, they didn't quit. You know, like you said, Strim hit some big threes and got them back in the game and got to within 1 point. But we kept our composure and did some things. You know, Tessa Manicky hit a couple of huge free throws there to give us a 3-point lead, and that was after she had missed two prior to that, and she stepped up to the line and made 2 free throws that were huge. And after that, we kind of started playing a lot better. Caitlin Vestal had an and one that was a huge play, and we finished out, like you said, on a 9-0 run or something like that. But good win for our girls. Hats off to Fertile. They played hard. They never quit. Very well-coached team, but we were glad to come out of there with a win.
Yeah, Fertile Beltrami, that's the type of team you play them 10 times. Each team might win 5 times because you're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, you know, you saw that during the regular season. We played twice, and we split them. And if they're hitting the 3-ball and they started hitting that 3-ball there in the second half, they're a tough out. And when you're shooting like that, you can get back into the game quick, and they did.
Might come down to defense tonight, too, because, Cass Lake-Bena, they've got some shooters on that team.
They do, and that's, one thing with Fertile I think was huge for us was our defensive effort. For the most part, we really kept Iverson in check. The last time we played him, she kind of got away from us. I think she had 21 or 24 points. last time we played them. And first half, I believe she had 2 points in the first half, a couple free throws. Maybe not 100% correct on that, but something like that. And she got a 3 and a couple baskets late in the second half. But for the most job, defensively, we really did a nice job on her. And it wasn't just a person guarding her. It takes all 5 on the floor working together to try and slow her down. And we're going to have the same challenge tonight with Cass Lake. You know, they got Fine Day, who is really, really tough, shoots a deep, deep 3, just knows how to get to the rim whenever she wants to. You know, last time we played her, she had 38 points against us. Luckily, Caitlin Vestdahl went off for us that night, and she had 31, so it kind of neutralized that out. But that was kind of a game of runs, too, when we played at Cass Lake. We got up on them, and then they made a run and got back to within 2 or 1, and we'd go on a run, and they'd come back. So that was also a game of runs as well.
Yeah. It's nice to, get that first game out of the way there at the Ralph and have the experience of playing on that floor. And I think, and somebody brought up a good point when it comes to the shooting. You tend to think of the outside shooters, but one coach said it's more of the free throws that some of at least their girls had trouble with that venue.
That could be. I know that North Home had a couple girls there that really struggled at the free throw line that normally don't. They're normally money. It's a different atmosphere, open end on the end. I know our game with Fertile was crazy loud. I mean, there was great fan support both sides, and it was really loud. It was hard to hear. Great atmosphere to play in. And, we had some girls that have played in that Ralph before in that type of atmosphere. But we also had several girls that was kind of their first time playing in a big-time game like that with that much noise and that atmosphere. And I was pleased with how they handled it. At times we struggled a little bit, but I think we settled down, and hopefully we're a little more comfortable come tonight.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight. And if you have a chance, we'll chat after the game.
Thanks, Tom.
Kelly Beacon, head coach of the Fosston Greyhounds. The Greyhounds, a number 2 seed in the East subsection. And yes, this is a semifinal game. It's almost forgotten by some people. This is the East subsection championship game. They still crown as subsection champion. So if I'm not mistaken, they will have a brief award ceremony after the game. When we come back, we'll sit down with Martin Wind, the head coach of the Lake-Bena Panthers. The Panthers coming in at 17-11, a really young team. In fact, 2 of their starters, one is a 7th grader, one is an 8th grader, and here they are in the Final Four of Section 8A girls basketball. We'll sit down with Martin Wind, head coach of the Panthers. The Border Bank and Clearbrook pregame coaches' comments continuing on KKCQ and your live event.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Spring is in the air, which means it's time to start thinking about your lawn care. At All That and More, Toro of Fosston, they've got you covered with their spring lawnmower sale. March through May, they're offering $300 off select Time Cutter zero-turn models. Plus, you can take advantage of their special financing offer of up to 0% APR for 42 months. With Toro's cutting-edge technology and All That and More's exceptional service, you can be sure that you're getting the best lawnmower on the market. Get the cut you deserve with All That and More, Toro, located right on Highway 2 West in Fosston.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position. CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you. Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position. An RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
Let's continue with the Border Bank and Clearbrook pregame coaches' comments. Here's Martin Wind, the head coach of the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on your victory against Collier Northholm to get to the semifinals here tonight. That was a great effort by your ball club Saturday.
Oh, yeah. The girls stuck to the game plan, and they executed really good, and they just stuck with everything we did the day before on Friday at practice. On Friday at practice, they did really, really well with it, and they rolled with it, and they were ready to play.
What impressed me was when it seemed like Collier Northholm might go on a run or start to take control of the game, your team answered every time.
Oh, yeah, we put the ball in Lexia and Gabby's hands, our two best players, and most of the two times when Collier cut it down to 4, Lexia and Gabby passed the ball to our 7th grader, Ariana, hit a big three-pointer, put us up by 7. Then we're up by 4 again about a minute later, and Gabby passed that one to Annika, our 8th grader, and she hit a big three-pointer. So they just made the right plays down the stretch and just trusted each other.
Not all of your girls, but a lot of them have played in this facility. Was that a big thing Saturday?
Yeah, I really think that's a huge thing. I mean, Lexia has been playing here and Gabby since 7th grade. We had Alyssa Wright since 8th grade. And I think I was counting up the games, and I think Lexia and Gabby have about 8 or 9 times playing here. And I mean, Annika's probably 3rd or 4th time she's only an 8th grader. And I was thinking the only one that really didn't get to play too much here is Rihanna, because she's only a 7th grader. So other than that, everyone else got some really good experience here.
Okay, well, certainly a nice catapult into this game here against the Fosston Greyhounds, a team you played late in the regular season. How do you break down the matchup with Fosston?
That's going to be tough. I mean, they're a really good team, really good coach in Kelly, and I just want to congratulate him on his section coach of the year. So, but yeah, we know it's going to be a tough battle, and I mean, we're going to have to play good and play well all game long. And I think my girls are ready. I think we just got to box out and limit our turnovers. That's what they hurt us on last time.
Yeah, that's the thing. We see a lot of scorers on both teams, but it might come down to the defense.
Oh yeah, I think that's what we took pride on against Monoman, and then even Northholm, was we keep them down in the 40s and 50s. We have a really, really good chance at winning the game.
All right, and tempo. What kind of tempo do you expect tonight?
I know they want to slow it down. I mean, the last 2 games we slowed it down, but I guess I just want to see how the girls feel in the first couple minutes, and if we look good running, you can expect we're going to run a lot. But if the girls not feeling the running, we'll slow it down. We're comfortable with slowing it down or running gun. So either style, we're okay with it.
Okay, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, there's Martin Wind, head coach of the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers. The Panthers seeded number 4 in the subsection. The Greyhounds seeded number 2. And again, they played on the 21st of February. The Greyhounds winning that game 64-51. But this is a Cass Lake-Bena team, a team that some of these players have certainly had a lot of postseason experience, and Coach Wind alluded to that some of these girls have played in double digits the number of games here at Engelstedt Arena throughout the years. So in some cases, and it certainly didn't seem to rattle them Saturday against Collier Northholm. So should be a good matchup tonight, and certainly a lot on the line as the Greyhounds and the Panthers square off, and then BGMR and Goodridge Grigla will do the same at around 7:45. When we come back, we will take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express, now open in Fosston. Starting lineups coming up next year on the Solely Realty and Bitker Inc. pregame show.
Bitker Inc. has savings on all farm implement and ag equipment tires during this Ag Month celebration. Thanks to area farms and farm families for your business and for growing the crops to produce the food we enjoy. Bitker Inc. with savings on farm and ag equipment tires. Call Troy the Tire Guy to order your tires today and discover additional savings with multiple tire orders for your farm. Bitker Inc. located between Ada and Halstead. 218-456-7467.
The Cass Lake-Bena School District is dedicated to their students. Their mission is to educate, support, and prepare all learners for future success. Their vision, to ensure all learners achieve the highest level of critical thinking and creativity. For more information about the Cass Lake-Bena School District, visit clbs.k12.mn.us. Congratulations and best of luck to the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers from the Cass Lake-Bena School District.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls, the Fosston Greyhounds and the Lake-Bena Panthers getting set to do battle, the first of our two semifinal games. The winners will play Friday night at 7 o'clock here at the Ralph. Now the boys, they got their pigtail games played last night, and they enter round 2 on Thursday. We'll maybe talk a little more about that as time allows, but the boys will be taking the center stage for Thursday, and then back to the girls on Friday. And the guys on Saturday, they have their quarterfinal games here at the Ralph on Saturday afternoon and early evening. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express, now open in Fosston. For the Fosston Greyhounds, they'll start with number 1, Brindley Mallon, a 5'9 junior. Number 3, Vanessa Johnson, a 5'5 junior. Number 4, Caitlin Vezadal, a 5'10 senior. Number 21, Kinsley Dupong, a 5'7 senior. And number 22, Lexi Mallon, a 5'11 freshman. So we have Brindley Mallon, Vanessa Johnson, Caitlin Vezadal, Kinsley Dupong, and Lexi Mallon, your starting lineup for the Greyhounds. So they're starting 2 juniors, 2 seniors, and 1 freshman. The Greyhounds come in with a record of 23 wins and 3 losses. They're the number 2 seed. Kelly Beacon, the head coach. John Ekman, the assistant coach for the Fosston Greyhounds. And now for the Lake-Bena Panthers, they will start with number 3, Rayana Staples Fairbanks, a 7th grader. Number 13, Alexia LaRose, a sophomore. Number 14, Alyssa Wright, a junior. Number 21, Gabby Fineday, a sophomore. And number 23, Annika Wind, an 8th grader. Rayana Staples Fairbanks, Alexia LaRose, Alyssa Wright, Gabby Fineday, and Annika Wind. The starting lineup for Lake-Bena, they start a 7th grader, an 8th grader, 2 sophomores, and a junior. The Panthers come in as the number 4 seed. They're 17 and 11 overall, and Martin Wind is their head coach. So those are the starting lineups, again brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express, now open in Fosston. Our pregame show brought to you by Soli Realty, serving the Fosston and surrounding area with top-notch real estate service since 1968. And the pregame show also brought to you by Bitker Inc. And the pregame coach's comments brought to you by the Border Bank in Clearbrook. Should be a great one, a lot on the line. A trip to the section finals on the line here tonight at Ralph Engelstad Arena. The opening tap of tonight's East Subsection 8A Championship game between the Fosston Greyhounds and the Lake-Bena Panthers coming up on KKCQ 96.7 FM, Garden Valley TV, and your live event.
First National Bank Bemidji isn't just a bank. We're believers in a bright future for the community. Our customers are more than names on a screen. They're neighbors, each with their own story. Every day, we help them reach their dreams, confident that what's good for the community is good for us. We always remember where we're from and who we're here for, because at First National Bank Bemidji, we're better together.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Play better and enjoy the game more with help from the Golf Center. With 2 professional fitting bays and master club fitters on staff, your free club fitting will ensure you get the right fit for your swing. It's where your new, improved game begins at the Golf Center. For everything from head to toe, the Golf Center has the stock, expertise, and technology to help all golfers play their best. We're proud to again be one of Golf Digest's top club fitters in America. Call for a free club fitting appointment at the Golf Center.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
The Halstead Living Center, Heritage House in Halstead, and the Normandy in Twin Valley present an atmosphere that is calm and comfortable. Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, they offer a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care, including senior living with services, skilled nursing care, rehabilitation care, respite, hospice, or adult day care. Get more information by going to halsteadlivingcenter.com or call 218-456-2105.
The Holly Nuggets Booster Club helps support Nugget athletics in various projects each year. Past projects include gym flooring, baseball, and softball scoreboards, donation to the dance and wrestling team, and the new high school weight room. If you are interested in the progress and development of the athletic programs at the Holly High School, please consider becoming a Booster Club member. Membership is available in monetary amounts of $25, $50, $100, and $250. Visit hollyboosters.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Jake Birkmeyer, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join me August 3rd through the 12th in Glacier, Yellowstone, and the Grand Tetons National Parks. Enjoy the ultimate Northern Rockies touring experience with highlights such as the Lewis and Clark Trail, spectacular wildlife, and a covered wagon cookout. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information.
Okay, we're back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls. Greyhounds are going to be wearing the home black uniforms with the maroon numerals and maroon and white trim. The Panthers in the road white tonight with the maroon lettering and maroon numerals. That's a busy time of the year. State Boys Hockey Tournament getting underway tomorrow. War Road, the Section 8 champions, the overall #1 seed. So good luck to the Warriors. They came up a little short last year, losing to Hermantown in the championship game. And of course, Hermantown's back in the state tournament. The AA quarterfinals will be on Thursday. Section 8A boys basketball, 8 games scheduled for Thursday. The Fosston Greyhounds will be hosting the Clearbrook Gonvick Bears. And the Lake-Bena Panther boys will be hosting Mahnomen Waban. And we'll have coverage of both of those games on the radio, and the Lake-Bena Mahnomen Waban game will be on your live event as well from Cass Lake. Again, these two teams met on the 21st of February. Greyhounds winning 64-51. These two have had their paths cross in the postseason before. A couple of years ago, Lake-Bena came to Fosston. That's the year was altered during the COVID pandemic, the format was a little different that year, and they ended up playing at the Fosston gym. Lake-Bena won that game rather handily. So Coach Kelly Beacon said first thing he told the girls after Kellier Northholm lost the other day, of course Kellier Northholm beat Fosston during the regular season, first thing he said, don't get too excited about that, because this is a very tough Lake-Bena team, a team with everything to gain and nothing to lose. So Greyhounds will be going from my right to left. Lexi Mallon will enter the circle against Alyssa Wright, an all underclassmen starting lineup for the Lake-Bena Panthers. Boy, there's a lot of young teams that are going to be tough down the road. Kellier Northholm, they start 3 freshmen. Sacred Heart's got 4 freshmen that play a lot. So we're all set to go on KKCQ-FM, Bagley Fosston, your live event, Garden Valley TV, and the tap controlled by kind of an awkward jump ball, but Brindley Mallon has it. Mallon threads the needle, and there's a layup right off the bat to her sister, Lexi Mallon. Lexi Mallon off a nice pass from Brindley Mallon, who's had so many assists this year, and the Fosston Greyhounds jump out to a 2-0 lead. Now the Panthers with their initial possession. There's a deflected pass stolen away by Kinsley Dupong. And the Panthers turn the ball over on their first possession. Dupong to Mallon. Brindley over on the right side. Vanessa Johnson, who hit a big 3 Saturday against Fertile Beltrami. Here's Mallon over on the left side to Kinsley Dupong, who lit it up from the outside Saturday against Fertile Beltrami. Mallon to Dupong. Dupong on the left side, deep in the left corner to Lexi Mallon. Mallon out on top. Here's Brindley Mallon over to Johnson. Johnson with a pass deflected, but right into the hands of Brindley Mallon. Mallon with a pass to Vezadal, her first touch offensively. And now Dupong for 3. Yes! Great start for the Hounds. They lead 5-0. Kinsley Dupong hitting a triple, and the Greyhounds have a 5-0 lead. Now the Panthers are their second possession of the game. Now Wright with the ball. Wright feeds it over on the left side. Here's a dribble drive and a little scoop shot that won't go in for Wind. And the rebound controlled by Vezadal. A one-and-done possession for the Panthers. Now the Greyhounds have the ball. Vezadal inside the paint. Brindley Mallon out on top to Johnson. They work it around to Dupong. Here's a 12-foot shot put up there by Lexi Mallon. No good. Rebound Vanessa Johnson. Greyhounds get it back. A 3 by Dupong. No good. Another offensive rebound for Brindley Mallon. Pass to Vezadal, and she gets fouled. Our first foul of the game on Lake-Bena, and it's on Alyssa Wright. And going to the Mustang Seeds free throw line is Caitlin Vezadal. First one good. And the Greyhounds with a good start with a 6-0 lead. 1 minute and 40 seconds into the game. Second free throw, good. Vezadal hits them both, and the Greyhounds jump out to a 7-0 lead. And now Annika Wind gets it across the center line for Lake-Bena. Bounce pass intended for Fine Day, stolen away by Lexi Mallon. Turnover number 2 for Lake-Bena. Brindley Mallon loses the handle, but Dupong there to pick it up. Everything bouncing the Greyhounds' way early on. Here's Vanessa Johnson with it. 7-0 Fosston. Brindley Mallon with a pass. Vezadal underneath. Lexi Mallon off the fake, scores! And a timeout taken by Lake-Bena. Lexi Mallon scores, and what a start for the Greyhounds. On the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, the Greyhounds 2 minutes and 8 seconds in lead 9-0.
Welcome to Hometown Realty. How can we help you?
Bienvenido a Hometown Realty. ¿En qué le podemos ayudar?
Whether you're looking to buy or sell property, Hometown Realty can help. They have 2 office locations, one in Warren and the other one in Thief River Falls. They have all the equipment to do a virtual walkthrough if you aren't quite ready or able to be in person. And they have a drone for beautiful aerial pictures as well as 4 knowledgeable agents ready to assist you. So if you're looking to buy or sell, call Hometown Realty today.
Back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena, timeout taken by Coach Wind and the Panthers as they trail 9-0. Staples Fairbanks out on top. Now they reverse it to Fine Day. Fine Day with a pass into Wind. Wind with a runner off the back rim. No good. Another one-and-done possession for the Panthers as Vezadal grabs her second rebound. Johnson with the left wing bounce pass to Dupong. Dupong, left elbow, Vezadal shoots, and it's no good. Rebound knocked around, picked up by Vezadal, and she scores on the putback. and the Greyhounds lead 11-0. 15-14 left to go here in the first half. Now Annika Wind with the ball for Cass Lake-Bena, and her shot stuffed by Vezadal, and it goes out of bounds off the block. And the Greyhounds playing with a lot of confidence early on here, offensively and defensively. Cass Lake-Bena will inbound. LaRose will throw it in, and the pass comes into Gabby Fineday. Fineday scored 38 against the Greyhounds when they played in late February. Here's Wind with it out of the point. And now Wright feeds it over on the right side to Staples Fairbanks. Staples Fairbanks over to Wind. Wind over on the left wing to LaRose. LaRose with the drive and the scoop shot. It didn't go, but she got fouled, and a chance for the Panthers to get their first point or points of the game at the free throw line. Vanessa Johnson picks up her first and the team's first for the Greyhounds. All right, so here's LaRose, a sophomore at the line, and the first free throw is good. So it's 11-1 Fosston, 14:45 left to go here in the first half. Here comes Maneke into the game for Johnson. Boy, Tessa did a nice job off the bench at a couple of big free throws that Coach Viken alluded to during the pregame show. Second free throw, good for Alexia LaRose for Cass Lake-Bena, and the Greyhounds lead 11-2. Now Vezadal throws it back to Dupong. Dupong at the top of the key, picks up the dribble, dumps it off to Brindley Mallon. Quick pass in the lane to Vezadal. Her shot no good, but Tessa Maneke grabs it, and the Greyhounds get it back, knocked out of the hands of Dupong. Now Brindley Mallon with a left-handed dribble. Vezadal with a quick pass to Lexi Mallon. Out to Dupong, over to Brindley Mallon. Mallon with the dribble one time, dumps it off to Maneke on the right wing. Maneke cross-court to Mallon. Brindley off the ball fake, left elbow, shot off the back rim, no good. Long rebound, loose on the floor. Brindley Mallon comes up with it. Now the ball's knocked out of bounds, and the Greyhounds get it back. 14:04 left to go in the first half, 11-2, Fosston with the lead. Greyhounds scored the first 11 points. Brindley Mallon will throw it into Vezadal, who hands it off to Brindley Mallon. Mallon over on the left side. Dupong open for the triple. Got it! Oh, Kinsley's lighting it up from the outside. And the Greyhounds lead 14-2. 13:51 left to go in the first half. Dupong with a couple of three-pointers early on in the game. Gabby Fineday with it for Cass Lake-Bena. Fineday picks up the dribble, dumps it off now to Wind, out on top to right. Cass Lake-Bena looking for the first field goal of the game. Wind at the top of the key over to LaRose. LaRose from the free throw line shoots off the window. It's good. And LaRose scores for Cass Lake-Bena. The Greyhounds lead 14-4. Here's Vezadal with a short little 6-footer. No good. Offensive rebound. Lexi Mallon, she got fouled on the putback, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Lexi Mallon at the Mustang Seeds free throw line. Fineday picks up the foul. And that is her first and the team's second. Panthers had to overcome some foul issues in that win over Kelliher Northome Saturday afternoon. First free throw off the front rim, no good for Lexi Mallon. Second free throw for the freshman, Lexi Mallon. And the second one's good, and she's got 5 points. And the Greyhounds extend their lead to 15-4, 13:18 left in the first half. Now Cass Lake-Bena with the ball. Fineday over on the left side to right. Now they work it over. LaRose with the ball. LaRose off the screen trying to drive. Throws up a little runner off the front rim. No good. And the rebound yanked out of there by Kinsley Dupong, the sixth Greyhound to have at least one rebound. Greyhounds have it. Lexi Mallon off the fake along the baseline. Throws it out. Brindley Mallon with a pass into Vezadal. Her pass deflected and stolen away. Nice play by Wright. The first turnover for the Greyhounds. Here come the Panthers, and a little scoop shot by LaRose came up short. Ball went out of bounds off the Greyhounds. So the Panthers will inbound under the offensive basket. 12:43 left in the first half, and the Greyhounds lead 15-4. Annika Wind, an 8th grader, inbounds for Cass Lake-Bena into LaRose. Back out to Wind. Wind with a pass to LaRose. LaRose off the screen inside the circle. Now they work it out to Staples Fairbanks. Here's a long three-point shot way off the mark, taken there by Fineday. And Lexi Mallon with the rebound, and then a tie-up in the backcourt. The ball squirts loose, and it's picked up by Brinley Mallon. Mallon to the long pass to Manicky. Tessa Manicky dribbles one time. Brinley Mallon entry pass. Vezadal touch pass to Manicky. Back out to Mallon to Dupont. Guess what? A three-pointer, but that one won't go. And a line drive rebound into the hands of Staples Fairbanks. And she'll leave it off for LaRose. Greyhounds lead 15-4. 6 minutes have gone by in the first half. LaRose with the ball. Slides off the screen. Throws up a shot way too strong. And the rebound controlled by Kinsley Dupont. Her second rebound. Outlet pass to Brinley Mallon, who pushes it up ahead to Lexi Mallon. Mallon, left elbow to Vezadal. Now Dupont over on the right side. Manicky with a pass deflected and stolen away there by Staples Fairbanks. Turnover number 2 for the Greyhounds. Staples Fairbanks with a pull-up shot. That's no good, and the Panthers really struggling shooting as Vezadal picks up her 4th rebound for the Greyhounds. Here's Brinley Mallon over to Tessa Manicky. Manicky trapped on the far side, and a bounce pass to get it around the trap to Brinley Mallon. Dupont pivots, throws it back out to Brinley Mallon, back to Dupont. Dupont for 3, there! She's back on track. Kinsley Dupont 3 for 4 from three-point land, and the Greyhounds are up 18-4. 11:05 left in the first half. Dupont with 9, all on three-point shots. Now the Panthers try to set it up. They work it out to Finday for 3. There! Gabby Finday hits a three-pointer. And that'll make it 18-7 in favor of the Greyhounds. 10:48 left in the first half. Tessa Manicky with the ball for the Greyhounds near center court. Had it knocked away. Covers up the ball. Able to get it to Brinley Mallon. Mallon inside the lane to Vezadal. A short little jumper. No good. And a nice job there by Lake-Bena's Annika Wynn to tip the rebound to herself. And the Panthers bring it the other way with the Greyhounds up by 11, 18-7. Bounce pass on the right side. This is Wright with the ball. Alyssa Wright for Lake-Bena. Pass to Finday, deflected, and it's stolen away by Brinley Mallon. Brinley goes in, shoots, and missed the layup, but gets her own rebound. Here's a pass to Lexi Mallon into Manicky. Manicky with the ball, and they reset the offense with Vezadal out at the point, knocked away, but she gets it back. Brinley Mallon with the ball, missing the layup, got her own rebound though. And the Greyhounds with the same possession going right here with 9:53 left in the first half. Vezadal with the ball for the Greyhounds to Manicky, deflected and stolen away by LaRose. Turnover number 3 for the Greyhounds. LaRose gets it across the big Panther logo at center court here at Engelstead Arena. LaRose with a pass underneath and a shot by Finday. She got fouled. And she'll go to the Mustang Seeds free throw line to shoot a pair. Tessa Manicky with her first and the team's second. Both teams have 2 fouls now. So here's Finday at the free throw line. The Panthers are 2 for 2 at the line, now 3 for 3 as she makes the first one. 18-8, Greyhounds on top. And the second free throw coming up for Gabby Finday here. And the second free throw good. So Gabby Finday with 5 points. Panthers 4 for 4 at the line, and the Greyhounds lead 18-9. 9:32 left in the first half. Brinley Mallon gets it across the center line. The Panthers seem to have settled down a little bit after the shaky start. Vezadal, left elbow over to Manicky. Brinley Mallon with the ball. Mallon to Johnson. Johnson and Burrock both coming in a second ago. Vezadal fires a shot and hits it from the free throw line. Vezadal with 6, and the Greyhounds lead 20-9 with 9:09 left to go here in the first half. Now the Panthers have the ball. LaRose slipped and fell, but they keep the possession. Graves Desjardins with the ball, picks up the dribble, bounce pass to Fallsdown, who came in a second ago. Fallsdown with a high pass hauled in by Finday, and the ball knocked away and taken away by Vanessa Johnson. Turnover number 4 for Lake-Bena. Johnson in the backcourt, and we're going to have a timeout taken by the Greyhounds. Their first. Timeouts brought to you by the A&W on Highway 2 West in Fosston, on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 8:44 left in the first half. Greyhounds lead 20-9.
Adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Arena in Thief River Falls, and the Greyhounds with the lead and the ball, 20-9. Fosston jumping out to an 11-0 lead. Brindley Mallon to Tessa Manicky. Manicky on the left side, left elbow. Here's Burrock with a pass, and that's stolen away by Lake-Bena's Tylesia Graves Desjardins. The Greyhounds with their 4th turnover, and the turnovers are even actually right now at 4 apiece. So the Panthers, like I said, playing a little better now after that shaky start. Panthers have the ball. Staples Fair, or check that. That is LaRose with a shot off the back rim, no good. And the ball loose, and Johnson comes up with it off the floor for the Greyhounds. And here come the Greyhounds from my right to left. We're down to the 8-minute mark remaining in the first half. Here's Burrock throwing a pass to Mallon. Brindley Mallon. Mallon backdoor to Manicky. Nicely done. Brindley Mallon with the helper. Tessa Manicky with her first 2 points. And the Greyhounds are up now 22-9. 7:47 left to go first half. Panthers have the ball. Fine Day on the right side to right. Alyssa Wright back over on the left wing to Gabby Fine Day, and she throws up a wild shot and got fouled. And yeah, she'll get 2 more free throws out of this deal. Panthers are 4 for 4 at the line. And that'll be the second foul on Tessa Manicky, the team's 3rd. First free throw good for Fine Day. So Manicky is going to come out. Kinsley Dupont back in for the Greyhounds, who lead by a dozen here, 22-10. Winner of this game will play the winner of the next game Friday night for the championship. And the second one is likewise good. So 22-11, the Greyhounds with the lead. 6 of the 11 points for Lake-Bena have come at the free throw line. There's Brindley Mallon with the ball in the front court. Mallon with the left-handed, now the right-handed crossover, and the layup good. Nice drive to the rack by Brindley Mallon. And the Greyhounds are up 24-11. Now Fine Day with the ball for Lake-Bena. Gabby Fine Day off in the corner. Now the Panthers set it up. They work it over on the left wing to LaRose. LaRose, a sophomore, fakes right and loses the dribble, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 5 for Lake-Bena. 7:07 left in the first half. Lexi Mallon back in the game. She'll give Caitlin Vezadal a breather. And the Greyhounds bring the ball up the floor. Kinsley Dupont leaves it off for Brindley Mallon. Mallon over to Johnson. Vanessa Johnson with it on the far side. Johnson being hounded there by LaRose. Here's a drive by Johnson. Johnson, nice pass in the left-handed layup, good by Dupont. Oh, a nice assist though to Vanessa Johnson on the play, and the Greyhounds are up 26-11. Their lead up to 15. Here's Fine Day. Bounce pass to Terry Wind. And now with the ball is LaRose. LaRose to the top of the key. Bounce pass on the right side to Graves Desjardins. Lake-Bena trailing 26-11. They fell behind 11-0. Fine Day with a pass, and that was intended for Terry Wind, but it goes out of bounds. And the Panthers commit their 6th turnover. Your In the Game stats and numbers brought to you by Christian Motors of Fertile. Kinsley Dupont leading the Greyhounds with 11 points. Gabby Fine Day leading the Panthers with 7 up to this point. Here's Dupont with the ball, top of the key. Lexi Mallon over on the right side to Brindley Mallon, top of the key to Dupont, who fakes the 3. Trying to feed it via the back door, and it went out of bounds off of Lexi Mallon. And the Greyhounds commit their 5th turnover. Greyhounds lead 26-11. No ties, no lead changes here in the first half. 6:05 remaining as the Greyhounds and the Panthers try to punch their ticket into Friday's championship game against either the Gators or the Chargers. Okay, here's a dribble drive by LaRose and her shot. Somebody got a hand on it. The Greyhounds come up with the basketball. Johnson across the center line, trapped on the far side. Johnson looking for help and throws it away. The Greyhounds turn the ball over for the 6th time as it was stolen away there by Fallsdown. 3-point shot off the rim by Fine Day, and a long rebound goes out of bounds, and the Greyhounds will get it. Yeah, the Panthers not shooting as well as they did Saturday against Collier Northome. That could certainly change in a hurry. With the exception of the free throws, they're 6 for 6 at the line. The Greyhounds are 3 for 4. Vanessa Johnson in the backcourt. Little three-quarter pressure applied defensively by the Panthers, and the Greyhounds break at Brindley Mallon. And Burrock, her pass across the lane got kicked out of bounds by Gabby Fineday. And the ball rolls all the way down to the other end of the floor. 5:26 remaining in the first half. We'll have the second game between BGMR and Goodridge Grigla on KKCQ and your live event and Garden Valley TV. Brindley Mallon inbounds. Now they work it out to Vanessa Johnson. Johnson hounded there by LaRose. Now Dupont with a pass and almost stolen away there. The ball was actually taken away by Annika Wind, but then she took one step out of bounds. She was that close to the baseline when she picked it off. Here's Burrock with the ball, and Burrock turns it over. The Greyhounds with their 7th turnover, and then a foul called in the backcourt on Burrock as she tried to get the ball back. So Callie Burrock with her first and the team's 4th. 4 fouls on the Greyhounds, 2 on the Panthers. 5:11 left to go, first half. Cass Lake-Bena with the ball. Here's Fineday. Getting it over to Wind. Terry Wind hands the ball off. Panthers been struggling offensively tonight. Now Fineday with the ball. Works it over on the left side to Annika Wind. Wind picks up the dribble, dumps it off to LaRose. LaRose with a shot from the left elbow. It's good off the window. LaRose was 6. 2 Panthers have done all the scoring. And the Greyhounds lead 26-13, 4:41 left in the first half. Brindley Mallon to Lexi Mallon in the lane to Brindley. The ball knocked away, and they're going to call a foul. No, a travel. A traveling call on the Greyhounds, and Fosston with 8 turnovers now. So Cass Lake-Bena will inbound. Everybody back on defense for the Greyhounds. 26-13, Fosston with the lead. And Fineday at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Terry Wind. Wind, a sophomore. Dumps it off to Annika Wind, and a pass underneath, and a foul called. Terry Wind caught the pass, went up for the layup, and got fouled. And she'll go to the free throw line. So a few fouls coming to the Greyhounds with the second on Johnson. Terry Wind at the free throw line, and the first one is no good. The first miss in 7 attempts for the Panthers. Vezidal will come into the game for Burrock for Fosston. And the second free throw coming up for Terry Wind of Cass Lake-Bena, and that one's good. Her first point of the night. And that'll make it 26-14. The Greyhounds lead, 4:18 left in the first half. Kinsley Dupont gets it across the center line for the Greyhounds. Dupont with it over on the right side to Lexi Mallon. Lexi, little give and go to Vezidal. Bank shot too strong, and the rebound cleared away by Terry Wind for Cass Lake-Bena, her first rebound. So now the Panthers trail by 12 with the basketball. Just under 4 minutes left to go, first half. LaRose with the pass stolen away off the deflection by Johnson. Then she got shoved from behind and fouled. So Cass Lake-Bena picks up their 3rd team foul. And that'll be the first personal on Terry Wind. Brindley Mallon will inbound to Dupont with 3:50 remaining in the first half, and the Greyhounds up 26-14. Dupont with the ball, Dupont with the dribble and the drive and the layup high off the glass. It went in. Wow. Dupont scores. You couldn't really hit that much higher off the glass than that one, but it found its mark. 28-14, the Greyhounds lead. Nice drive and a nice layup there by Dupont. Terry Wind with the ball for Cass Lake-Bena, right side to Annika Wind. And Wind with an entry pass into Terry Wind. Her shot a little off balance, wouldn't go, and Vezidal pulls down her 5th rebound. Now Brindley Mallon across the timeline for the Greyhounds. 3:11 left to go, first half. Brindley Mallon, the drive, the layup, and it rolls in for 2. Nice drive to the basket by Brindley Mallon. She's got 4, and the Greyhounds lead 30-14 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Cass Lake-Bena with the ball. Here's LaRose. Johnson slipped and fell. Now they work it out to Fineday. Gabby Fineday to the left. Bounce pass in the corner. Here's a step back three-point shot off the back rim there by Annika Wind, and the rebound cleared away. Vanessa Johnson's got 3 rebounds here in the first half. Brynlee Mallon threads the needle to Vezdal, and she gets fouled by Terry Wind going in for the shot. That'll be Wind's second, the team's 4th. And free throws coming up for Caitlin Vezdal. And she's 2 for 2 at the line. The Greyhounds 3 for 4 as a team. 2:36 left to go first half. Greyhounds lead 30-14. First free throw, Vezdal is no good. Alyssa Wright back in the game for Cass Lake-Bena. She'll come in for Terry Wind, who just got her second foul. And the next free throw coming up here for Caitlin Vezdal, and that one is good. So Caitlin hits 1 out of 2. She's got 7 points, and the Greyhounds lead 31-14. 2.5 left to go in the first half. Cass Lake-Bena with the ball. Annika Wind with it on the right side. Wind out on top to right. This is Alyssa Wright. Over on the left wing. Fine Day with the ball. Fine Day going to her left, and the Greyhounds are making it hard for her to get a good look offensively. And there's a steal. Vanessa Johnson off the deflection. Turnovers are even at 8 apiece. Brynlee Mallon to Dupont. Step back 3 by Kinsley. Won't go. And an offensive rebound, and Vezdal shoots and misses. There's another rebound. Lexi Mallon across the lane to Vezdal, and she scores. And Vezdal's got 9. Some big offensive rebounds for the Greyhounds to keep that possession in their favor, and the Hounds are up 33-14. 1:47 left to go in the first half. Here's Wright with a three-pointer for Cass Lake-Bena. No good. Rebound off the floor for Kinsley Dupont, and here come the Greyhounds in transition. Brynlee Mallon with the drive. Mallon got blocked. A clean block there by Wright. And the Panthers come up with the basketball. And a 2-on-3 for Cass Lake-Bena as the Greyhounds hustle back on defense. Ball is knocked away, stolen away by Dupont. Dupont down the lane to the rack. Reverse layup wouldn't go. And the rebound yanked out of there by Cass Lake-Bena. And the Panthers dodge a bullet right there off the rebound from Staples Fairbanks, her second of the game. And now a high bank shot won't go, and Vezdal on the weak side pulls down her 7th rebound with 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go in the first half. Vanessa Johnson with the ball for the Greyhounds. Bounce pass in the corner. Lexi Mallon out to Vezdal. Caitlin Vezdal with it out to Dupont. Dupont reverses it to Brynlee Mallon. Brynlee with the ball, the dribble, and gets it back out to Vanessa Johnson. 44 seconds left to go in the first half. Johnson had it knocked away, but gets it back under control. Here's Dupont to Brynlee Mallon, out to Vezdal. Vezdal fires from the outside off the rim, does not get the bounce, and the ball goes out of bounds and belongs to Cass Lake-Bena. 31 seconds remaining in the first half. Shaylee Falls down will come into the game for Cass Lake-Bena. And we're down to a half a minute remaining before halftime, and the Panthers down by 19, 33-14. LaRose with the ball for Cass Lake-Bena off the screen. LaRose on the drive and the layup, too strong. And the rebound controlled by Lexi Mallon, her 4th rebound, and the Greyhounds have it with 12 seconds remaining before the half. Brynlee Mallon with the ball. Right-handed dribble on the far side. Mallon got tied up and fouled. And that'll be team foul number 5 on Cass Lake-Bena. And the Greyhounds not in the bonus. Fine Day picks up her 2nd. Greyhounds have 7.3 seconds to work with. Brynlee Mallon with the ball. Left elbow out to Vezdal with a 3 off the back rim. No good. Rebound and putback came up short for Brynlee Mallon. But a good first half for the Fosston Greyhounds. On the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, the Greyhounds with a 19-point lead over Cass Lake-Bena at halftime, 33-14. We'll recap the first half in just a little bit.
Community Co-op, a new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Lindforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Little Learners Early Childhood Center recognizes that the most important years in a child's development are from birth to age 5. In fact, by the time children reach age 5, 90% of their brain is already developed. With that in mind, we want to acknowledge the importance of quality care and education. Little Learners is proud to be a part of your child's growth and development during this critical time. Thank you for trusting us with your most important little people. For more information on Little Learners, contact Karen at 218-784-5761 or follow our Facebook page.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Thursday Night Thunder returns to Norman County Raceway in 2023. The season opens June 1st, featuring weekly racing of IMCA sprints, stock cars, sport mods, hobby stocks, Midwest mods, and legends. Plus, don't miss events like the Moonshine Mod Tour, Standard Stock Car Challenge, NLRA Late Model Special, the Rebel Tour, bus racing, and more. Family friendly and affordable. Your home for Thursday Night Thunder is Norman County Raceway in Ada, Minnesota.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
We hope you're enjoying our coverage here of the Section 8A Girls Basketball Tournament at Ralph Engelstad Arena. The second game will feature Badger, Greenbush, Middle River, and Goodrich Grigla. The championship game will be on Friday night at 7 o'clock here at the Ralph, and the winner of that game, of course, on their way to the state tournament. The Greyhounds, if they do hang on to win, they did defeat Badger, Greenbush, Middle River the one time they played in Fosston. They did not play Goodrich Griglet during the regular season. Let's run through some of the numbers here as the Greyhounds jumped out to a big lead, and they have dominated under the boards. The numbers are downright scary. Greyhounds jumped out to an 11-0 lead before Cass Lake-Bena got on the scoreboard at the free throw line with 3 minutes and 15 seconds gone. Nobody in serious foul trouble really for either team. For the Greyhounds, they had 5 fouls. Johnson had 2, Manakee had 2, and Burrock had 1. Panthers also had 5 fouls. Fine Day had 2, Terry Wind had 2, and Alyssa Wright had 1. Turnovers, dead even. The Greyhounds had 9, and the Panthers had 9. And at the free throw line, the Greyhounds were 4 of 6, with Vezadal 3 for 4, and Lexi Mallon 1 for 2. Panthers were 7 of 8 at the line, with Fine Day 4 for 4, LaRose 2 for 2, and Terry Wind 1 for 2. 3-point shooting, well, the Greyhounds hit 3, and they all came from Kinsley Dupong, and the Panthers hit 1 triple. That came from Gabby Fine Day. Where things really got out of hand, I think, for Cass Lake-Bena was under the boards. For Fosston, Brindley Mallon had 4 rebounds. Vanessa Johnson had 3. Caitlin Vezadal had 7. Kinsley Dupong had 3. Lexi Mallon had 4. And Tessa Manakee had 1. So all told, that is 23 rebounds for the Greyhounds. And for Cass Lake-Bena, Staples Fairbanks had 2. Terry Wind had 1. And Annika Wind had 1 rebound. So the Greyhounds out-rebounded the Panthers 23-4 in the first half. And the Greyhounds have the lead 33-14. We'll take another break and we'll have the scoring totals and talk a little more about game 2 between Badger, Greenbush, Middle River, and Goodrich Griglet on KKCQ 96.7 FM, Garden Valley TV and your live event. Thanks for joining us.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
And welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena. Let's run through the scoring from the first half for the Greyhounds. Kinsley Dupong scored hit 3 of her 4 3-pointers to start the game and ended up with 13. 9 of those came in those 3 3-pointers early in the half there by Kinsley Dupong, so she had 13 points. Caitlin Vezdal scored 9. Lexi Mallon had 5. Brindley Mallon scored 4, and Tessa Manicki had 2. So Kinsley Dupong with 13. Caitlin Vezdal with 9, Lexi Mallon with 5, Brindley Mallon with 4, and Tessa Manicki had 2 for the Greyhounds' halftime total of 33. And for Cass Lake-Bena, Gabby Finday scored 7, Alexia LaRose had 6, and Terry Wind had a free throw for 1 point. Finday was 7, LaRose was 6, and Terry Wind with 1 for Cass Lake-Bena's halftime total of 14. Game 2 featuring Badger, Greenbush, Middle River, and Goodridge Grigla. Now, during the season, BGMR beat Goodridge Grigla twice. The first game was a 10-point win for the Gators, 49-39. And the second game, BGMR won that one by 28, 61-33. That was their most recent matchup. And the Gators, well, they come in on a roll. The last time the Gators lost a game was when they fell to Fosston 55-41 back on the 17th of January. That's the last time that the Gators have lost a game. So they're having a great year. Their other loss came to the Thompson Tommies. Well, I shouldn't say their other loss. They have 3 losses, but one of their other losses came to Thompson, a team that lost in the North Dakota Class B state championship by 1 point in overtime to Central Cass. The Gators lost to the Tommies by 4, 46-42. And then the other loss came against Thief River Falls, the number 1 seed in 8AA, 58-52. So that's a little report on BGMR and Goodridge Grigla. Okay, the Panthers will inbound as we get the second half started, going from my right to left. It comes into LaRose, guarded by Vanessa Johnson. So the Panthers set it up. They hand the ball off inside the circle to Wind, Annika Wind. And now the ball squirts loose. Finday's pass deflected into the backcourt. No over and back. Nobody touched it for Fosston, so LaRose picks it up, and the Panthers reset their offense. LaRose with the ball. Feeds it over on the right side to Finday. Fine day as Staples Fairbanks cuts through the lane, can't get open. Now LaRose with it on the left wing. Tough defense by the Greyhounds tonight. Wright works it over on the right side, and Annika Wynn just about lost it. Staples Fairbanks over on the left side. Now they reset again. This is Wright with the ball. Long possession for Cass Lake-Bena, and the Greyhounds will take that. Here's LaRose with the drive and the bank shot for two. Oh, it was a long possession, but it paid off in 2 points. 33-16, the Greyhounds lead, and we're 1 minute into the second half. Brindley Mallon gets it across the center line for the Greyhounds. Brindley Mallon backs up a couple of steps with the dribble intact. There's a pass, and that's stolen away. Turnover number 10 for the Greyhounds. And the Panthers come up with it off the steal by Fine Day. Here's a three-point shot. That's no good for Staples Fairbanks. Offensive rebound, though. Here's a three-point shot by LaRose, and that's no good. Fine Day got that rebound, and another chance for Cass Lake-Bena. It rolls into the hands of Annika Wynn, and there she hits a three. So the Greyhounds could not grab the ball, and Annika Wynn connects on a three-pointer. So a good start to the second half for the Panthers. They trail 33-19. The Greyhounds up by 14 with 16-12 left to go in the second half. Vezidal over to Johnson. Greyhounds have yet to score in the half. Johnson with a bounce pass. Lexi Mallon finds an opening. Bounce pass. Vezidal left-handed banker. Good. Caitlin Vezidal with 11. And the Greyhounds score their first points of the half, and they lead 35-19 with 15:53 left to go in half number 2. Rihanna Staples Fairbanks, a 7th grader for Cass Lake-Bena to Fine Day. Fine Day with a shot, and she got fouled. She does a good job getting to the free throw line. All right, Brindley Mallon picks up her first, team's first. And Fine Day at the Mustang Seeds free throw line to shoot a pair here for Cass Lake-Bena. First one is good. Fine Day is 5 for 5 at the line. She's got 8 points. 35-20, Greyhounds by 15. Second free throw, good for Gabby Fine Day, the sophomore. 6 for 6 at the line, 35-21. Hounds by 14. Brindley Mallon with the pass to Johnson. Vanessa Johnson holds on to the ball. Johnson finds a little seam. That's cut off by Wright. Here's Vezidal with a 7-footer off the heel of the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. That got blocked underneath. Loose ball, and it goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it back to Fosston. But the Panthers with some aggressive defense. But boy, the Greyhounds continue to dominate under the boards. Brindley Mallon will inbound. Vanessa Johnson wide open for the three, and that one will not go in. Weak side rebound controlled by Cass Lake-Bena. Pulled out of there by LaRose, her first rebound. And now Annika Wynn with the ball and a three-point shot, and that's off the front of the rim by Staples Fairbanks. And Brindley Mallon comes up with the ball for the Greyhounds. Mallon gets it across the timeline for Fosston. Brindley Mallon to Kinsley Dupong. Dupong with it on the far side, guarded there by Annika Wynn. Now Vanessa Johnson at the top of the key. Johnson dribbles to the right side. Johnson steps back, tried a three-pointer a moment ago that didn't go. Brindley Mallon back to Johnson. Johnson entry pass into Lexi Mallon. Lexi off the ball fake, shoots and gets the roll. Lexi Mallon for two. And the Greyhounds are up 37-21. 14:36 left to go in the second half. Now Cass Lake-Bena with the ball. There's Alyssa Wright. Wright as LaRose cuts through the lane. Ball's knocked away, and we're going to have a jump ball, I think. I think this is our first one of the game. And the Greyhounds have the arrow. So that'll be a turnover for Cass Lake-Bena, their 10th. 14:24 left to go in the second half. East subsection 8A championship game here. Brindley Mallon, Caitlin Vezidal in the corner. Lexi Mallon bounce pass to Vezidal, back to Mallon, over to Lexi shot a long one there and it came up short. And Fine Day with their second rebound for the Panthers. Fine Day with a pull-up three, it's good. Fine Day with their second triple of the night. And it's 37-24, Greyhounds by 13, just over 4 minutes into the second half. Lexi Mallon, left side of the free throw circle with the ball, picks up the dribble. Mallon to Vezidal. Vezidal strong to the basket, and that got blocked by Alyssa Wright. And the Panthers come up with the ball. Turnover number 11 for Fosston. Here's Fine Day on the left side. A three by LaRose. It's good. And don't look now, but here come the Panthers. And Cass Lake-Bena is going to take a timeout. The Greyhound lead down to 10. 13:32, lots of time left in the second half. Timeouts brought to you by the A&W on Highway 2 West in Fosston on the Linfors Insurance and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 37-27, the Greyhounds lead by 10.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Okay, we're back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena, and the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers down by only 10 now, 37-27. The Greyhounds have been outscored 13-4 to start this second half. Panthers have 3 timeouts left. The Greyhounds have 4, so Fosston with the basketball. Greyhounds have turned the ball over 11 times. Panthers have 10 turnovers. Brindley Mallon with the ball now for Fosston. Mallon with the right-handed dribble, right side to Vanessa Johnson. Johnson out on top. Lexi Mallon running the point to Brindley Mallon. Brindley with the left-handed dribble puts up the shot too strong, and the weak side rebound for Fine Day, her third, and a one-and-done possession for the Greyhounds. Now Cass Lake-Bena with the basketball. Alyssa Wright over on the left side falls down with an entry pass, and that went out of bounds, tipped out by Lexi Mallon. So Cass Lake-Bena will maintain possession. 12:56 left to go in the second half. BGMR, Goodrich Grigla to play next. Winner will play the winner of this game Friday night for trip to state. Fine Day with an entry pass, and the shot came up a little short there for Alyssa Wright. And the Greyhounds grabbed the rebound. Brindley Mallon with 6 rebounds tonight. Vanessa Johnson on the right side. Vanessa along the baseline, blocked there by Fine Day. On the high post right side, Lexi Mallon to Brindley Mallon. 12:34 left to go, second half. Lexi Mallon almost lost it from behind. Now works it back to Brindley Mallon over to Dupong. Kinsley Dupong being watched like a hawk after her shooting performance in the first half. She hit 3 out of 4 3-pointers, but now she dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. Unforced turnover for the Greyhounds. Graves Desjardins will come into the game now for Cass Lake-Bena, and Manicky will come in for Johnson for the Greyhounds. Here's LaRose with the ball for the Panthers. Over on the right side, left-handed dribble on the drive, and the runner for Fine Day wouldn't go. It just about did. And the rebound controlled by Caitlin Vezadal, her 9th rebound of the night for the Greyhounds. That would have made it an 8-point game had it gone in. Tessa Manicky, a junior for the Greyhounds with the ball. Manicky out on top. Now Lexi Mallon out at the point, holding on to the ball. Lots of separation between Mallon and the defender. Now they'll play her hand, and Manicky with the ball. Manicky almost lost it to Fine Day. Here's Vezadal to a wide-open Lexi Mallon who scores. Vezadal found Mallon wide open. Lexi lays it in. Big bucket for the Greyhounds, who lead 39-27. Nice play. And good eyes there by Vezadal. Here is LaRose for Cass Lake-Bena. LaRose with the scoop shot came up short, and the rebound controlled by Lexi Mallon, her 5th. And the Greyhounds get it across the center line. Brindley Mallon over to Tessa Manicky. Manicky holds on to the ball. 11-10 left in the second half. Greyhounds up 39-27. Brindley Mallon with a pass to Vezadal. Vezadal across the lane, intended for Dupong, deflected, loose ball. Vezadal to Lexi Mallon, and 2 more. An opportunistic bounce for the Greyhounds, and Lexi Mallon in double figures with 11, and it's 41-27. The Greyhounds have righted the ship. Here's Fine Day for Cass Lake-Bena. Bounce pass on the left side to Fallsdown. Inside, Fallsdown over on the right side to Graves Desjardins. Pass deflected, picked up off the deflection by Fine Day. Bounce pass on the right side. Graves Desjardins with the ball for Cass Lake-Bena. Bounce pass top of the key to LaRose. Back over to Staples Fairbanks. Staples Fairbanks, left-handed dribble. Takes the shot, and she got fouled, and she's going to shoot a pair of free throws. 10:21 left to go in the second half. Second team foul on the Greyhounds. And Kinsley Dupont picks up her first. Tylesia Graves Desjardins at the free throw line, and the first one no good. Panthers were 7 of 8 as a team at the free throw line in the first half. Dupont will come out of the game. Johnson will come in for Fosston. 10:21 left to go, and the Greyhounds lead 41-27. Graves Desjardins, she's a junior, makes a second one. So now it's 41-28. Greyhounds by 13 with 10:17 left to go in the game. Brindley Mallon over to Vanessa Johnson. Johnson with the ball, top of the key to Vesledal. Vesledal with the drive. That pass deflected, stolen away by Shaylee Fallsdown. Turnover number 13 for the Greyhounds. Now Fine Day with the ball. Fine Day with a full head of steam, trying to drive. Kicks it out on the wing to LaRose. LaRose to Fine Day under the basket. Fine Day kicks it back out, and a three-point shot off the back of the rim. Line drive rebound to Brindley Mallon off the missed three-point shot by Shaylee Fallsdown. Brindley Mallon with 7 rebounds on the night. Now Manakee with the ball as we approach the halfway point of the second half. 9:37 on the clock. Manakee out to Brindley Mallon. Mallon with it at the top of the key for the Greyhounds. Dribbles over to the right side out to Vanessa Johnson. She'll reverse it to Manakee on the left wing. Manakee with the ball and gets it out to Lexi Mallon. We might see longer possessions for the Greyhounds now. And we're going to have a carrying the ball violation on the Greyhounds. So they get called for the palm. 14 turnovers for the Greyhounds, 10 for the Panthers. Cass Lake-Bena will inbound. 9:18 left to go here in the second half. Fine Day trying to cut through the lane. Now they kick it out to Graves Desjardins. Falls down with the ball. Falls down, getting it back out to Fine Day, and her shot way off the mark, and the rebound off the glass to Tessa Manakee, her second rebound. Brindley Mallon gets it across the center line with 8:57 left to go. Johnson to the pass to Vesledal. Vesledal defended by Falls down. Now Manakee with the ball. Manakee out on top to Brindley Mallon, over on the right side to Johnson. Johnson with an entry pass. Vesledal with the move. The shot too strong, and the rebound yanked out of there underneath the basket by Fine Day, her fourth rebound. Fine Day pulls up, open for the triple, and it's no good. Nice rebound pulled in with the left hand of Lexi Mallon. That's her sixth rebound, and the Greyhounds bring it the other way with 8:22 left to go. Brindley Mallon across the center line over to Tessa Manakee on the right side. Manakee holds on to the ball. Manakee top of the key now. Lexi Mallon to Brindley Mallon to Vesledal. Johnson almost got open underneath. Now Vesledal having a little trouble in the corner. Hounded there by Terry Wind. Pass to Johnson off her hands. Picked up by Lexi Mallon. Back out to Johnson to Manakee. 7:57 left to go. Johnson with the ball. Johnson entry pass to Lexi Mallon. She'll kick it out to Vesledal. Caitlin doesn't shoot the three very often, but she's got a nice outside shot, and she'll shoot there and make it from the left elbow. So Vesledal scores. She's got 13, and the Greyhounds are up 43-28. Fine Day throws it out to Graves Desjardins. Graves Desjardins with the ball for Cass Lake-Bena. We're down to 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. Pass out on top. Fine Day with the ball, leaves it off for Shaylee Fallsdown. Fallsdown lobs it over the defender to Terry Wind. Now Gabby Fine Day with the ball. Fine Day kicks it back out. Here's a dribble drive right to the basket. Left-handed layup good by LaRose. She's got 13, and it's 43-30. The Greyhounds by 13, but now we're down to 7 minutes left to go. Manakee with the ball for the Greyhounds on the far side. Off the screen, the bounce pass to Brindley Mallon. Brindley with the ball for the Greyhounds, who have not trailed in the game. We've had no ties, no lead changes. Here's Johnson over on the right side to Manakee. Tessa Manakee deep in the right corner to Vesledal. Vesledal trying to get around the defender, and she got bumped and fouled by Terry Wind. That'll be her third, and that's the first team foul of the second half on Cass Lake-Bena. Annika Wind back in the game now for Cass Lake-Bena. Rihanna Staples Fairbanks will check back in. And let's see, the Greyhounds inbound. Tessa Manicky with it. Manicky at the top of the key. Kinsley Dupong back in the game, came in for Johnson. Brindley Mallon on the far side. Johnson picks up the dribble, or Mallon picks up the dribble, and then a foul is called. Manicky and fouled by LaRose. That'll be her first and the team's second. So Coach Wind and the Panthers will take a timeout. 6:23 left to go. Timeout's brought to you by the A&W on Highway 2 West in Fosston. On the Lakes Community Co-op and Bitker Inc. scoreboard, the Greyhounds up by 13, 43-30 here on KKCQ and your live event in Garden Valley TV.
As you view your lawn and yard, Todd's Landscaping takes your ideas to bring out the beauty of your home. Pavers, walkways, brick, rock, landscaping, lighting, flowers, patios, decks, yard water fountains, and irrigation. The ideas are your ideas. Call Todd's Landscaping to discuss your options and let them bring landscaping beauty to your home. Todd's Landscaping, 218-945-6000.
Okay, we're back here at Ralph Engelstad Arena as the Panthers take a timeout. 43-30, Fosston with the lead. Greyhounds will inbound right by their bench. Brindley Mallon into Dupong. Kinsley Dupong with the ball. Dribbles to her right. Dupong looking for Mallon. Brindley Mallon with the ball now. We're down to 6:14 left to go. Vesledal deep in the right corner for the Greyhounds. Vesledal with a left-handed dribble. Caitlin with the crossover. Out on the wing. Lexi Mallon to Brindley Mallon. And again, we're going to see, I think, some long possessions here by Coach Kelly Viken and the Greyhounds. Manicky to Lexi Mallon. The Panthers only have 2 fouls. Greyhounds have 2 as well here in the second half. Dupong to Vesledal. Pass underneath. Brindley Mallon will back up and reset the offense. Here's Dupong. Dupong with a nice pass to Vesledal, and she got fouled. Alyssa Wright picks up her second, and the team's third for the Panthers. And we'll have free throws coming up here for Caitlin Vesledal. At the Mustang Seeds free throw line, Caitlin 3 for 4 at the stripe. First one's no good. Vesledal with 13 points. Dupong's got 13. Lexi Mallon with 11 tonight for Fosston. LaRose with 13. Fine Day with 12 for Cass Lake-Bena. Second free throw is good. So Vesledal now with 14 points. And the Greyhounds lead 44-30. 14-point lead with 5:37 left to go in the game. LaRose with the ball for Cass Lake-Bena. Now Staples Fairbanks, the 7th grader, will leave it off. Fine Day over on the left side to Wright. And they set the screen and leave it off for Annika Wind. Wind with the drive and the bank shot too strong, and the rebound for Tessa Manicky, her third. So the Greyhounds in the driver's seat. They lead by 14 with the ball. 5:13 left in the game. Vesledal deep in the left corner for the Greyhounds. Vesledal throws it out to Tessa Manicky. Manicky getting it back to Lexi Mallon. Lexi with a pass to Dupong. Kinsley Dupong out to Caitlin Vesledal. Vesledal holds on to the ball. Still with it. And now dribbles and leaves it off for Kinsley Dupong. Shaylee falls down, getting set to come into the game for Cass Lake-Bena. Dupong with it to Brindley Mallon. Over the defender, it goes into the hands of Dupong. And we're down to 4:38 left to go, and the Greyhounds up by 14. They've led from the get-go. They jumped out to an 11-0 lead. Vesledal holds on to it, out at the point. Pass in the lane to Brindley Mallon. Bounce pass to Dupong, out to Manicky, out on top. Lexi Mallon to Brindley Mallon. 4:21 left to go. And there's a foul. Brindley Mallon gets fouled by Staples Fairbanks. That'll be her first and the team's fourth. So Falls down will come into the game for Cass Lake-Bena. And the Greyhounds will inbound right by their bench. Falls down had a nice game off the bench against Kellier Northam on Saturday. Annika Wind comes out of the game. Here's Dupong faking the three. Now Manicky with the ball. Tessa Manicky gets held and fouled by LaRose. That'll be her second. Team's fifth. Greyhounds will inbound from the same spot that they did a moment ago. Brindley Mallon out to Vesledal. 44-30, Greyhounds lead. 4:05 remaining in the ball game. Brindley Mallon with the ball for the Greyhounds. And dumps it off to Vesledal. Little give and go to Brindley Mallon, and it came up short on the layup. And Staples Fairbanks with their third rebound. There's a long pass deflected, stolen away by Vesledal. Turnover number 11 for the Panthers. Just their second of this half. Lexi Mallon passed up a pretty good shot there, but passes to Vesledal, and she misses the short-range shot and falls down with her first rebound of the night for Cass Lake-Bena. Falls down, had it knocked away, but they're going to call a foul here on Brindley Mallon. That'll be her second and the team's third. BGMR and Goodridge Grigla to follow here on KKCQ. And your live event in Garden Valley TV. Pass off the inbound, stolen away by Brindley Mallon. Turnover number 12 for the Panthers. And we're down to 3:25 left to go. And there's another foul on the Panthers. Fine Day picks up her third. So the Greyhounds are getting close to getting in the bonus. That's 6 fouls on Cass Lake-Bena. Panthers come in 17-11. An all underclassmen starting lineup for Coach Martin Wind. Brindley Mallon will inbound into the backcourt to Lexi Mallon, and she'll hand the ball off to Brindley. And we're down to 3:20 left to go in the ball game. Brindley Mallon with the ball for the Greyhounds, trying to get to the section finals. Tessa Manicky, and she gets bumped and fouled, and that's going to be the third on LaRose. And now the Greyhounds are in the bonus. Tessa Manicky, who knocked down a couple of big free throws Saturday in that win over Fertile Beltrami, she'll shoot 1 and 1 here. And the Greyhounds with the chance to ice this game at the stripe, and the first one is good. And that'll make the score 45-30. Fosston up by 15. And the second one is no good, and the rebound controlled by Fine Day. That's her 5th rebound for the Panthers. Fine Day across the timeline, full head of steam down the lane to the rack, and the shot didn't go, but she got fouled. And she'll shoot a pair. Nice drive to the basket there by Fine Day. Tessa Manicky picks up her 3rd foul for the Greyhounds, the team's 4th. Fine Day is 6 for 6 at the line and misses the first one. She'll shoot another. Fine Day, a sophomore, had 38 points against the Greyhounds when these two played earlier. The second one is good. So Fine Day now with 13 points. 45-31, and we have a timeout. 3:04 left to go in the ball game. Panthers call a full timeout, brought to you by the A&W on Highway 2 West in Fosston. On the Linfors Insurance and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 45-31. The Greyhounds with a 14-point lead.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
Back to action, the Greyhounds inbound, Panthers pressing, but the Greyhounds break it with a pass to Vesledal. Under 3 minutes left to go. Greyhounds 1 win away from a berth in the championship game on Friday night. And in the driver's seat right now with a 14-point lead, 2:44 left to go. Lexi Mallon with the ball on the far side. Greyhounds in no hurry to shoot, and there's a foul on Cass Lake-Bena with 2:38 left to go. And this will be the 8th team foul and the 3rd personal on Alyssa Wright. Lexi Mallon 1 for 2 at the line. She'll shoot 1 and 1. And the first one is no good. And the rebound rolled off the back of Brindley Mallon, and it's picked up off the floor there by Fallsdown. So the Panthers have the ball. Fine Day with a really nice move, twisting and turning and getting the shot to go in. Nice drive by Fine Day. And it's 45-33. Greyhounds by 12. 2:19 left to go. Brindley Mallon, long pass to Dupont to break the press. Dupont with a bounce pass. Deflected and stolen away, and a foul called on the Greyhounds. Their 15th turnover. And Tessa Manicky just picked up her 4th foul. It's only the team's 5th. 2:13 left to go in the ball game, and the Panthers have the basketball. LaRose will get it across the timeline. LaRose with it at the top of the key. Over on the left side to Fine Day. Fine Day backs up, now trying to penetrate. Bounce pass on the left side. They get it back out to Fine Day. Fine Day off the screen. Bounce pass on the left wing to Wright. Top of the key, and a 3-point shot came up short. Rebound off the floor by Vesledal off the missed 3-point shot by Fallsdown. And we're down to 1:44 left to go, and the Greyhounds with the ball in a 12-point lead. Brindley Mallon off the double team. And they're going to call a foul on the Panthers. That's on Shaylee Fallsdown. That'll be her first. Team's 9th with 1:38 left to go. And Brindley Mallon at the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. And the first one is no good, but, well, the rebound loose underneath the basket. And we have, I think, just our 2nd jump ball of the game. Maybe our 3rd. I think it's our 2nd. Yeah, so possession does belong to Cass Lake-Bena. 2nd or 3rd. We haven't had many. 1:34 left to go. Cass Lake-Bena with the basketball. Here's LaRose with it at the top of the key. Over on the left side to Fine Day. Fine Day with a step back 3. It's good. Fine Day for 3. She's got 18 points. And now it's 45-36. Greyhounds lead by 9, and a backcourt foul here on Cass Lake-Bena. Still 1:16 left to go. It's a 3-possession game. So the Greyhounds are going to have to make their free throws here. They're in the double bonus now as LaRose picks up her 4th foul for Cass Lake-Bena. And Vesledal at the line to shoot 2. She's 4 of 6 at the line. Well, that first one's a big one. It makes it a 4-possession game. It's good. 46-36. Greyhounds by 10. And the second one is going to bounce in. Vesledal hits them both. So the Greyhounds now lead 47-36, and we're down to 1:10 left to go in the game. Fine Day with the ball. I'm guessing they'll try to get her the ball quite a bit here. Here's LaRose with a shot, and that rims out. Brindley Mallon with the rebound, her 8th of the game. Outlet pass, Dupont underneath the Vesledal. Icing on the cake for the Greyhounds. Dupont with the helper, and Vesledal scores. She's got 18, and the Greyhounds lead 49-36. Here's a little bank shot that came up short, but they're going to call a foul on the Greyhounds. Nice drive to the basket there by LaRose. She'll shoot 2. Vesledal with her first foul. Team 6th. LaRose 2 for 2 at the line. She's got 13 points, and the first one's good. 49-37. Greyhounds by 12, but only 45 seconds remain in the game. LaRose with another one. It's good. LaRose 4 for 4 at the line. Now it's 49-38. Greyhounds up by 11. Full court pressure. Manicky with a long baseball pass into her hand, scores. Nobody picked up Tessa Manicky, and the long baseball inbounds pass right on target. Greyhounds lead 51-38. Now the Panthers turn the ball over, and that's their 13th turnover of the game. Greyhounds lead 51-38. 31 seconds left to go. Vesledal in the backcourt. They try to trap her, and they commit the foul. So the Greyhounds go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. So, they call the foul on Rihanna Staples Fairbanks. Her second. Coach Kelly Viken's going to take a timeout. 29 seconds left to go on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 29 ticks left to go on the clock. 51-38. Greyhounds getting close to punching their ticket to Friday night's championship game.
Now's the time to call the Bennett Hoagland Agency for PRF coverage. If you depend on rainfall in specific months to maximize haying and or grazing practices, then pasture, rangeland, forage. PRF is a great risk management choice for you. Sign-up deadline is December 1st. Talk with John, Wayne, or Marissa. Experience matters. The Bennett Hoagland Agency has been working with PRF for over 15 years. The Bennett Hoagland Agency, Ada and Moorhead, 1-800-784-2106. The Bennett Hoagland Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
Join the text club at West Main Pizza and save. Text PIZZA to 833-207-2175. Visit West Main Pizza in Ada for more than just pizza. The large menu of pasta, wings, salad, soups, calzones, and paninis to complement your taste and selection with your favorite West Main pizzas. Dine in or take out. Call 218-784-3700. It's worth the drive and the visit. Open daily at West Main Pizza on East Main Street in Ada.
As the Greyhounds lead it by 13, they have not trailed in the game. First one's good. 19 points for the senior. 52-38 Greyhounds. And the second free throw is in and out, no good. And the rebound controlled by Lexi Mallon, and the Greyhounds get it back. Another foul called, but just 25 seconds left to go. And they're going to send Vezidal back to the free throw line again. That's going to do it for LaRose. She fouls out of the game with 25 seconds remaining. Had a nice game, though. She had 15 points, made all 4 of her free throws, had a rebound. So the Panthers are going to substitute Matea Mitchell, a senior, number 41, coming into the ball game for Cass Lake-Bena. And here's Vezidal to shoot 2 more, and the first one is good. Vezidal with 20 points, 53-38. Greyhounds on top. And the second free throw is off the back rim, no good. Line drive rebound, Burrock couldn't pull it in, but just 21 seconds left to go. Gabby Finday in the front court pulls up with a long 3, in and out, no good. And Burrock tips the rebound and right into the hands of Mitchell. And Mitchell's going to go to the free throw line for Cass Lake-Bena. And Tessa Manicky has fouled out of the game. Gets a nice round of applause from the Greyhound fans. Patricia Ortiz in the game, a senior for Cass Lake-Bena. Matea Mitchell at the free throw line shooting 2, and the first one no good. She'll shoot 1 more. The Greyhounds 12.6 seconds away from celebrating a subsection championship. Genevieve Rue in the game for the Greyhounds. She'll come in for Caitlin Vezidal, who had a nice game. Second free throw for Mitchell, good. So Mitchell makes 1 out of 2. 12 seconds left to go, 53-39. The Greyhounds will dribble away the final few seconds, and they can now make their plans for 1 more game in this Section 8 tournament, and that's for all the marbles. That'll do it. The Greyhounds win, a tape-to-tape win for the Greyhounds, their 24th victory of the season. And your final score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. The Fosston Greyhounds win the East Subsection 8A championship and will play for the section title Friday with a 53-39 win over Cass Lake-Bena. The post-game show and the post-game wrap-up brought to you by Benedictine Care, and we'll be back with our post-game show after a 3-minute timeout.
Arrival 2 new model 2023 Gleaner combines at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. It's cleaner with Gleaner. Visit with Chuck or Neil for more details. Ziegler Ag Equipment coming soon. Additional trade-ins and more new equipment arriving at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Massey Ferguson 4710 tractor is on the lot. Fendt model 516 tractor on the lot. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
This is Carly Olson at American Federal Bank in Ada. You can save time on your banking needs with American Federal's mobile deposit. Use your mobile device to deposit checks whenever and wherever it's convenient for you. It's available to online banking customers within the American Federal mobile banking app. Go to your app store today to download the American Federal mobile banking app. To learn more about American Federal's mobile deposit, stop in and visit us at American Federal Bank in Ada, member FDIC.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Founded upon our Benedictine heritage of prayer and work, Sacred Heart Catholic School promotes faith in Jesus Christ, educates youth, and ministers to all. At Sacred Heart, it's not just about education, but about the formation of the person, mind, body, and soul. By living each day the Eagle Way, today's students will become tomorrow's leaders. To learn more about the Sacred Heart School or to view activity schedules, teachers' pages, and more, visit sacredheartegf.net.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
And you are listening to the post-game report brought to you by Benedictine Care and Community and Mission Court, as the Greyhounds and the Panthers receive their post-game awards. Well, let's run down the numbers here for the Greyhounds. Rebounding was a big key tonight. Brindley Mallon, she had 8 rebounds. Vanessa Johnson had 3. Caitlin Vesidal had 9. Kinsley Dupong had 3. Lexi Mallon had 7. And Tessa Manicky had 3 rebounds. Rebounding for Cass Lake-Bena, Rihanna Staples Fairbanks had 3. And Alexia LaRose had 1. Gabby Fineday had 5. Terry Wind had 1. Annika Wind had 1. Shaylee Fallsdown had 2. And Matea Mitchell had a rebound for Cass Lake-Bena. We had 2 players foul out of the game. Alexia LaRose for Cass Lake-Bena fouled out with 25 seconds left, and Tessa Manicky of the Greyhounds fouled out with 12 seconds left to go. Free throw shooting, the Greyhounds were 10 of 18 at the line. Brindley Mallon 0 for 1. Caitlin Vesidal did a great job getting to the line. She had 12 attempts, made 8 of them. Lexi Mallon was 1 for 3, and Tessa Manicky 1 for 2. So the Greyhounds 10 of 18 at the line. And for Cass Lake-Bena, they were 13 of 16 at the free throw stripe. Graves DeJarlais was 1 for 2. LaRose 4 for 4. Fine Day, Gabby was 7 of 8 at the line. Terry Wind was 1 for 2, and Matea Mitchell 1 for 2 at the line for the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers. three-point shooting tonight. Not a lot of it. The Greyhounds got 3 from Kinsley Dupont early in the game, and that was a big reason they were able to jump out to that big lead. And those were the only 3-point shots made by the Greyhounds. Lake-Bena hit 4 triples. LaRose had 1. Fine Day had 3. They had 5 threes. Did I say 4? They had 5. And Annika Wind had a 3-pointer too. So 3 threes for Fosston, 5 3-pointers for Lake-Bena. Turnovers in the game. The Greyhounds turned the ball over 15 times. The Panthers turned the ball over 13 times. Back with our post-game award winners and the final scoring totals for the two teams. We'll announce our player of the game and also our Enbridge Bring the Energy t-shirt winner and the JT Station of Fertile sub of the game as the Greyhounds hoist their East Subsection 8A Girls Basketball Championship. They're 1 win away from a trip to the state tournament. Back with more on the post-game show here on KKCQ, your live event, and also on rjbroadcasting.com and Garden Valley TV.
You're going out to play this winter, do it in Ada. Ada has an ice skating rink, snowmobiling, snowshoe and cross-country ski trails. And stop in Ada on your way to and from any other activities. Meet your friends, have a bite to eat. Or if you're in the mood for a swim and not quite ready for a polar plunge, swim with family and friends at the indoor pool at the Deco Center. Ada also has its event center ready to host meetings or family events. Welcome to Ada, alive and thriving.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Spring is in the air, which means it's time to start thinking about your lawn care. At All That and More, Toro of Fosston, they've got you covered with their spring lawnmower sale. March through May, they're offering $300 off select Time Cutter zero-turn models. Plus, you can take advantage of their special financing offer of up to 0% APR for 42 months. With Toro's cutting-edge technology and All That and More's exceptional service, you can be sure that you're getting the best lawnmower on the market. Get the cut you deserve with All That and More, Toro, located right on Highway 2 West in Fosston.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
4-3, Lake-Bena ends their season with a record of 17-12. Scoring totals in the game here for Fosston: Caitlin Vesadal scored 20 points. Kinsley Dupont had 13. Lexi Mallon scored 11. And Tessa Manicky had 5. And Brindley Mallon had 4. So Caitlin Vesadal with 20. Kinsley Dupont with 13. Lexi Mallon with 11. Tessa Manicky with 5. And Brindley Mallon with 4. By the way, Kinsley Dupont scored her 1,000th career point on her third three-point shot. Now, I was told not to say anything because she didn't know. She was completely surprised and was handed a big poster. So that's why I didn't say anything when she scored it. I was told not to, and I didn't. But now I can say it. Kinsley Dupont, congratulations on your 1,000th career point. For Lake-Bena, Gabby Feinday led the Panthers with 18. Alexia LaRose scored 15, but then after that, the scoring really dropped off. Annika Wind had 3. Matea Mitchell had 1, Terry Wind had 1, and Tylesia Graves Desjardins had 1 point for the Panthers. So Gabby Finday with 18, Alexia LaRose with 15, Annika Wind with 3, Matea Mitchell, Terry Wind, and Tylesia Graves Desjardins each had 1 for the Panthers. All right, our star of the game, that is brought to you by Dr. Gabe Wiener at the Fosston Chiropractic Clinic in downtown Fosston. And that's going to go to Caitlin Vezadal of the Fosston Greyhounds. Caitlin with 20 points, 8 of 12 at the free throw line, and pulled down 9 rebounds. Had a nice game. She's had a really good senior year. So Caitlin Vezadal, the 5'10 senior, number 4 for the Fosston Greyhounds, the star of the game, again brought to you by Dr. Gabe Wiener at the Fosston Chiropractic Clinic. Our Enbridge Bring the Energy t-shirt, we're going to give that to Lexi Mallon of the Fosston Greyhounds. Lexi, a 5'11 freshman, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 1 for 3 at the free throw line. So Lexi Mallon, the 5'11 freshman, number 22 for the Greyhounds, the winner of the Enbridge Bring the Energy t-shirt. And the JT Station sub of the game, brought to you by JT Station in Fertile. We're going to give that to Tessa Manicky of the Fosston Greyhounds. Tessa with 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Fouled out of the game, but there were just 12 seconds left when she fouled out. So Tessa Manicky, our JT Station of Fertile sub of the game, brought to you by JT Station in Fertile. Manicky, a 5'9 junior, wearing number 25 for the Fosston Greyhounds. Locally owned and operated, JT Station in Fertile, where fuel meets flavor and community meets convenience, fueling the hearts of Fertile, 1 tank at a time. We're back with more from the Ralph in just a little bit.
Has savings on all farm implement and ag equipment tires during this Ag Month celebration. Thanks to area farms and farm families for your business and for growing the crops to produce the food we enjoy. Bitker Inc. with savings on farm and ag equipment tires. Call Troy the Tire Guy to order your tires today and discover additional savings with multiple tire orders for your farm. Bitker Inc. located between Ada and Halstead. 218-456-7467.
The Cass Lake-Bena School District is dedicated to their students. Their mission is to educate, support, and prepare all learners for future success. Their vision, to ensure all learners achieve the highest level of critical thinking and creativity. For more information about the Cass Lake-Bena School District, visit clbs.k12.mn.us. Congratulations and best of luck to the Cass Lake-Bena Panthers from the Cass Lake-Bena School District.
It's our RDK Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. And I tell you what, Kinsley Dupont was a big reason the Greyhounds got off to that quick start. She hit those 3 3-pointers. Greyhounds jumped out to an 11-0 lead and never looked back. So the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, we're going to give that to Kinsley Dupont, the 5'7 senior, number 21. For the Fosston Greyhounds. So the second win for Fosston over Cass Lake-Bena this season. They beat the Panthers back on the 21st of February in Cass Lake, 64-51. Final score tonight here, 53-39. So half of Friday night's championship game is set. It'll be the Fosston Greyhounds against either BGMR or Goodridge Grigla. Okay, we're going to wrap things up here, and we're going to send it back to Dawson Peterson for Game 2, thanks to Mac Robinson Engineering. And we're going to talk to Kelly Beacon on tape and play that back at halftime of the next game. So we'll have a conversation with Kelly Beacon coming up at halftime of the next game. But your final score, once again, on the Lakes Community Co-op and Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard, the Greyhounds win 53-39. Game 2 coming up.